Welcome back, Life Science. So we are still in section 9.3 talking about seed plants, and today we are just going to focus on the two groups of seed plants, gymnosperms and angiosperms. This is going to be a really short lecture. All you got to do is watch this lecture and answer a one exit card. One question exit card is what I meant to say. So there are two groups of plants in the seed plant category, gymnosperms and angiosperms. They both produce seeds, but their seeds are a little bit different. Gymnosperms, the word means naked seed. Okay? It's called naked because the seed is not covered by a fruit. They produce cones. So any plant that produces a cone for their seed is considered a gymnosperm. Now, there are four types of gymnosperms. And actually, the cool thing about gymnosperms, before I get into these four groups or types of gymnosperms, is that this group, okay, includes some of the oldest plants on planet Earth. There are trees that are close to 5,000 years old that are gymnosperms. It also includes some of the tallest plants in the world, okay? Redwoods along the coast in California, over 115 meters tall. And quite possibly Earth's largest organism, the sequoia. Very, very large tree, okay? And those are all considered gymnosperms. So there are four types. The cycads, which are tropical-like in nature, okay? Their cones might be like subterranean, which means like, just think half in the ground, half sticking out. You see a lot of cycads at least I did, when I was at Disney World. They tend to grow a lot of cycads there. Ginkgos. There's only one species of ginkgos left, and I know this picture doesn't do justice, but it's very blurry. But it looks, the leaves are very unique. You can Google ginkgos on your own, but there's only one species of ginkgo left. Genetophytes are actually really unusual and diverse. And if you do take college biology in the way future, we'll talk a little bit about genetophytes and just how weird they really are. But if you want to search it up yourself, go for it. And then probably the ones that we are most familiar with, the conifers, okay, pines, spruce, trees that produce needles. Now, gymnosperms are really important to us because we use a lot of gymnosperms for building materials, the paper that we use. Some actually produce medicines that are helpful to us. Ephedra, or ephedrine, which is used in cough medicine, is actually a genetophyte, okay? Yeah, it's a genetophyte. And then ornamental plants, I mean, you know, Christmas trees. A lot of cities are using ginkgos, so in their planning or designs. Gustavus has a few ginkgos, so. Okay, moving on to the flowering plants, which means that the seeds are produced in a fruit, okay? So they have flowers. Gymnosperms do not have flowers. Lots of species here, 260,000 species. They do grow in a wide variety of habitats, but pretty much the big one that kind of sticks out is that they have flowers. So if you see a flower, you know, like think apple tree, it's an angiosperm. Now, angiosperms are pretty important to us because a lot of the food that's eaten by humans does come from angiosperms, or maybe from animals that eat angiosperms. So like any grain, corn, wheat, angiosperm. Vegetables, herbs, spices, those are just a few of the foods that come from angiosperms. A lot of other items that we may use, clothing, some medicines as well, and building materials can also come from angiosperms. But I just want to say that all angiosperms have flowers. So that's all I really want to discuss today was the difference between gymnosperm and angiosperm. Tomorrow we're going to do a Zoom session where we're going to talk about annuals, perennials, and diennials. And I just wanted to, do that lecture in person. We'll also talk about what is a monocot versus a dicot. So I'll see you guys all tomorrow during our Zoom session. No homework today except for a one question exit card. Do not forget that tomorrow your Plant E questions are due. Today at 3:30, your Plant D questions are due. So I know I kind of said that all in a really weird order, but just make sure you check Google Classroom and stay on top. All right, until next time, which is tomorrow.